Hello, people. How are we doing? Welcome to another episode of Grand Football World Cup Daily Review. Yes, yesterday was day 10, where obviously everyone has started their third round of matches. And now this is where the business begins, where people start getting eliminated and people start packing their bags and going home. So, yes, my main man, Mr. Osita, is here to talk with me on what happened yesterday. You're welcome, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Chief. Thank you for inviting me
Yes.
to the show.
Yes, so Group A and B were played yesterday, and obviously these are the third round of games, and now we are separating the big boys from from the men or from the little boys, whichever way you want to call it. So what did you make of the games yesterday, my bro?
So I think um, the games, the outcomes were what everyone expected. I don't
Yeah,
know, for people that thought otherwise, I don't know,
what they were
expected
thinking.
Wales to progress against the US. I never saw that happening.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
never obvious.
yeah.
And yeah, I know Iran tried to pull some strength against Wales, but
Mm,
you know that US and England and US progressed in Group B,
mm.
while for Group A, yeah, Ecuador, one would have made a case for Ecuador seeing their performance against Qatar. But then, if you look at the game, Qatar is more like the underdog. So
Yeah, yeah.
any team could
Could
have
have beaten them.
issued something from Qatar. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to see that at least one of our own is in the knockout round in
Yeah.
Senegal, and
It'll be a hard
they
game
had
the
a great
next
game.
one, but at least for now they
Yeah,
can rejoice and
I
prepare
wouldn't,
themselves.
I wouldn't say that the next game is a difficult one. I wouldn't say that
You
because I
think
believe
so?
they have what it takes to cause an upset. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
everyone wrote them because of the absence of Sadio Mane, but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Sadio Mane has they've shown that with or without Sadio Mane,
They'll move
that
forward.
they can move forward
Mm.
and, achieve something for themselves. So I
Yeah.
give them kudos and I hope they keep it up.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too.
I,
It was a very good
yeah,
game as well to watch. The way they silenced Ecuador. Ecuador was finding it difficult to get into their box and, create chances like they did in their first two games, So that was good to see. They closed them down well, and Valencia was pretty much absent in that game. He was even trying to, find fouls, find where he can at least make an impact, but it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening.
yeah, I salute the resoluteness of the Senegalese. They
Yeah,
showed once again that they are the true African champion, and
yeah.
they have stepped up when it
hmm
mattered most.
When
And
it
that is
mattered the
why
most.
I can't write them off. I know, don't get me wrong, England they have a very good organization. In fact, yesterday's game was one of the best World Cup games I've seen them
For
play.
England. Yeah.
But yeah, but let's not take anything for granted. This is the knockout stage, and when it gets to the knockout stage, anything and everything is possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then for US and the Netherlands, well, it looks to me that USA is
Mm,
another team that you can't just write off because
mm,
they have shown that they have what it takes to pin down the big boys. You can see
yeah.
what happened against England, where they made sure that they scrapped a point and
Mm,
you know never allowed England to play them the
play
way
their game.
they would
Yeah.
have wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have two interesting games facing
Yeah.
us in the first knockout round.
Yeah.
Netherlands
Yeah.
against the USA and then England against Senegal. So
That would be interesting to see, my bro. Be very,
I
very
think I think
interesting to see.
I think the whole thing is open.
Very
And
open, very open.
it's open. So if
Mm.
we've learned anything from this World Cup, is
Yeah.
that upset is part of the
Mm.
game.
It
Mhm.
is. It is. It
So
is.
if they
It
turn out
is.
tomorrow and they decide to cause an upset in the knockout stage, it will be
Mm.
interesting. It
It'll be
will make the
interesting
World
to
Cup
see.
more fun.
More
Yes.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, those are the two um first groups, Group A and Group B. So Netherlands and Senegal. And Group B had England and the USA. So today, later on today, big games as well coming up. Big games
Yes.
in Group C
So
and Group D. So we
so we are
have
looking at
Poland against Argentina. That one is a
uh,
big, big game for both teams because one of them would probably not make it, or both of them can. But the way it's standing, if Saudi Arabia can get over the line against Mexico, then we have one of them definitely going, because Saudi Arabia
but
would be on 6.
yeah. So
And
at the
yeah,
moment, both teams, Argentina
Poland,
and Portugal and Poland.
Poland.
Argentina,
Yeah,
and Poland is in 4 points.
yeah,
Argentina is at 3 points.
yeah.
Saudi Arabia can pull an
Is
upset
yeah,
if they are able to win
against
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
Mm.
You see, so
You know,
that's where it becomes interesting. And I
you know
don't know
this.
why. I'm just rooting for Saudi Arabia. Have you seen any of their games? They've actually played well. I was surprised they lost this game to Poland, but their gameplay, it's not the normal thing you expect from, because I've seen them in the past World Cups they've been in. They're very, very poor normally. But this time, Reynard has drilled into them some good football because their passes are crisp, you know, they're going for chances all the time. So,
You know what I'm seeing in this group?
mm,
What I'm seeing in this group is a possibility of Mexico qualifying.
really,
Yes. Ask me how.
please,
I'll
how?
tell you.
How?
Good. I see Argentina, Poland, and Mexico winning
Beating
Saudi
South
Arabia. And if Mexico wins Saudi Arabia with at least three
two,
goals,
2 or 3 goals, yeah. They need to
three
get
goals,
they need to get 3, yeah. Because if they get 2, it will be the same as Poland.
able to win at least 3 goals, they will qualify against Poland.
Mm.
And that upset, imagine the last qualifying against the first.
So you
It
see
will be
that happening.
interesting to see. I'm seeing that happening. I
No,
mean,
I don't see it. I don't know where you're seeing it, but me, I don't see it. I see more of Saudi Arabia, beating Mexico. I see
because
that happening.
I see Mexico trying to make a statement.
And I see Saudi Arabia too trying to make a statement because it will be the first in their history coming out of the group stages. One, the way they beat Argentina, they will think,
Yeah.
come on, man, it shouldn't be a one-off situation where we've played well and then play rubbish in the next two. No,
What if it's a one-off?
maybe it could be, but I still see them because of the way I saw them play against Poland. In as much as they lost to Poland, they played really well. They were just unlucky.
But
They were just
But
unlucky.
will you agree with me? Will you agree with me that
Mm,
in as much as Argentina was able to win Poland,
mhm.
was able to win Mexico,
Yeah,
that this Mexico team, there's something about them that gives off this vibe of unfinished business
true.
in this competition.
You might say that, but that's why the game against Saudi Arabia will be very interesting.
Yeah, to me,
That's the one I would really want to watch, not the
yeah,
Argentina
yeah.
Poland one. Because
I was
at
actually
least
getting to that.
one of those two is going through.
Is
But
sure of
yeah,
qualifying, but these
but
two, they are the game to
yeah,
watch.
yeah, that's the one that decides who comes second, I think, in that group. But if Poland and Argentina can't beat each other and Saudi Arabia win, that would be that would be amazing. Saudi Arabia
That would be
finish top
amazing.
in the group.
Finishing top of the group. Nobody will see that coming.
No one would have seen that coming. But
This is the
that's why
most difficult group so far.
well, there are some others down there really that will be hard as well in these third games, because these third games, there are a lot of groups where when you start looking at the permutations, you start thinking, oh, if this one does this, they'll go through. Even yesterday, Wales, there was a possibility of them going through. If they
Their
could beat
chances were
England,
slim.
if they
Their
could beat
chances were
England
slim.
comfortably, just like how England beat them,
But honestly speaking, no one, I don't know about you, but I never gave them a chance of beating England.
Mm,
I never.
mm,
I never gave them that because I've seen their team. If you
yeah.
take if you take Gareth Bale and from the position, it's over.
Yeah, they are very poor. They were very
The
poor.
last time I checked, Gareth Bale has not been best of form. He's
Yeah, he
just there
hasn't.
because he's the team captain. He
Yeah,
just have to play. If not,
they are living on his past achievements as well.
exactly. And there's no competition for his position. If not,
Yeah,
someone like him shouldn't even be in that team. He has no
yeah,
business in that team.
yeah. You're
But
right.
this group C for me is a group
Mm,
where anything is possible.
yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Very
And
true.
then let's not discard group D.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to now. Group D is another interesting group,
So
but
another interesting
obviously we
group.
know who is first in that group with France.
No, France has
So
been settled. I'm just
yeah,
talking of
who
Australia,
who should finish
Denmark, and
second? Yeah,
Tunisia.
yeah.
Yes. And the three teams have
Mm.
equal chances of, finishing
Yeah,
second.
because if France now field the weaker team, like the other guys who haven't played at all in the World Cup, and maybe those guys are a bit naive, and Tunisia end up beating them, Tunisia would probably be hoping that maybe the likes of Denmark and Australia, that they play out a draw.
Yeah, to draw. Yeah.
You understand? That they play out a draw, and them, you know, based on goal difference or something, can go through. But that's why we love football. It will be interesting to see how Denmark, Australia, come out today, and then how Tunisia and France come out today, and which team wants it more. That's the main thing. Which team wants it more?
I think I see Denmark qualifying.
Yeah, Denmark, they're more experienced in this
They
kind of
are more experienced
situations.
in this kind of situation, and I
Yeah,
see
they're
them
more
qualifying.
experienced in this kind of situation. So I'm leaning towards Denmark as well. Because Australia, fair enough, they beat Tunisia that Denmark couldn't beat. But I feel Tunisia, were not at their best on the day, just like they were in that first game. They played really well against Denmark. In fact, they should have beat Denmark. They just didn't take their chances properly that they had. So I was surprised when I saw that they lost to Australia. But that's football for you. So hopefully, this game, Australia, Denmark, I'm sure that's where the second
Mm,
position is coming from.
yes, it's between Australia and Denmark. I
Yeah,
don't really see Tunisia finishing second, but
yeah.
like we all know, this year's competition has
Mm.
proven that upset is part of the game.
Upset is
So,
part of the game. Yeah.
if they can still upset their way to qualifying, it's still
Mm.
allowed.
Still allowed.
Mm,
Yes, so we
mm.
look forward to it. Obviously, the games today is about 3 o'clock and 7 p.m. for both games.
Yes.
So
Because at this
you know,
stage, they try to play all the games
all the
together.
games together, yeah. So the two guys in the first game will play at the same time, and the two guys in the second game will play at the same time. So nobody knows or has an advantage over the other. Just at the final whistle, you know if you are going through or if you are not.
Home or not.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
You know, that's a good system for everyone involved. So that
it has been like that since the last 6 World Cups.
Yeah,
Since 1998.
I've never known it any different, to be honest, since I've been watching
honestly.
football. I've never known it any different, but maybe it was different before our time, you know. I don't know.
Yes, but I think it's been like that in 94, 98.
Yeah. So hopefully today, at the end of today, we'll see what happens. Listen, bro, thank you very much for helping me with today's, looking at the games and all that. And hopefully when we meet again, we'll be talking more about another team. Thank you always for answering the call, guys.
No problem, my brother.
I'm hoping we have a lovely rest of the World Cup. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the World Cup. And you guys
Thank you so much.
well. Enjoy it. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, do everything you do on the page. And we shall see you again when we do our review. Bye for now.
Don't check this.